Hey, good evening. Welcome to marysandnewevangelization.com, and my name is Tom. And tonight, we're going to address something that has come up in the last week. And no, it's not Michael Voris or Louis Verrecchio this time, but really, it's about abortion. Now, is it better to not tell the truth about abortion? Is it better to keep women in the dark about abortion? This is a question that has come up. Believe it or not, it's come up. You know where it's come up? It has come up in the yoga circles, in the Sikh circles, and the H2O circles. So the guru who came to America, Nanak, who helped a lot of people, he taught that the soul doesn't come into the body until 120 days. And you have some of the Sikh musicians like Sanat Kaur. I don't know if I have her CD here or not, but anyway, she says she has the Divine Motherhood, like an album, and she's singing to her unborn child. But she's also saying that 4 months, 120 days, that's when God sends the soul into the body. So if God sends the soul inside the body at 120 days, then prior to the 120 days, you have a body without a soul, according to your beliefs, your teachings, and the guru. 120 days. So so the one gentleman, the one Sikh on the debate I saw said, after the 120 days, it's a very serious issue because now there's a soul. So you can't kill a body that has a soul in it. Basically, that's what they're saying. Can't kill a body if there's a soul in it, but you can kill a body if there's no soul in it. Okay, so kill a soulless body. You can kill a soulless body and not feel guilty about it. That's the guru's teaching. Basically, after the 120 days, there's a soul. So you can't kill the body after the soul arrives, because once the soul arrives, that soul has a destiny. Okay, and you don't want to get in the way of their destiny. Before, it's like, well, there's no soul yet, so you have a waiting period. You can decide. Okay, so the decision is not met. The decision is not even made, according to their teachings, what soul is going to enter that body. So when you're pregnant, God still hasn't decided what soul he's going to send you. Okay, so that's why Snata, I can't ever get her name correct, I'm sorry, but Snatam Kaur, beautiful, she says you say these prayers so that God will choose to send you a good soul into that body. So there's a belief going on there that up until 120 days, God's got 120 days to decide what kind of soul he's going to send inside of that body. Okay. So I also read that if someone has a mentally retarded child, that that is part of their karma. In other words, that mentally retarded child in their previous life did something they shouldn't have done, and so they got to go through life again uh, in an intellectually impaired way. So anyway, these are teachings. Okay, so if the Sikhs are going to tell people that mentally retarded babies are due to previous life sins, okay, not just the person who's mentally retarded, but their family. Okay, they're going to tell us that. Then they're going to say that God doesn't pick a soul until 120 days. And up until those 120 days, you can say different chants and really be a good person and hope and pray that God would send you a good soul into that body. Prior to that, I read where the guru said something like, it's better to terminate, or someone's interpreting that he said it's better to terminate if you're not ready for the awesome responsibility. So you've got 120 days to decide. Okay, so now here, I have the Bible to go by. And what does the Bible say? Before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Jeremiah. So if God knew us before we were formed in the womb, then it seems to me that he knew exactly what body we would be in. It's not like it's not a choice. There's a plan. So before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. And we believe that at the moment of Mary's conception, she was pure. She was immaculate at the moment of her conception, not at 120 days. That's known as the Immaculate Conception. And she confirmed the Immaculate Conception in Lourdes. She said, I am the Immaculate Conception. So we're talking at conception, the soul of Mary, the Immaculate soul of Mary, enters the body that was at the moment of conception. Joachim and Anne were the parents. So you can say, oh, well, Mary's different. Mary's special. Mary's separate. Yeah, you can. You can say that. You can absolutely say that. But I don't think, there's too many women who have had abortions in the first trimester who have suffered tremendously. You might say, well, that's because of the guilt, and that's not internal. That's not a real thing. That's imagination. I don't think so. And there are people who have reconnected with their child who aborted their child. So, and in the first 120 days, and there's like reconnections happening. Like these babies are getting reconnected with their parents. So I would say to my Sikh brothers and sisters and the Kundalini yoga community, that I understand not wanting to upset people and not wanting people to get upset and stay away from the community or the yoga or whatever that you're afraid might happen. But really, you're making a judgment call there, and you're just presuming the worst. And I don't think personally that you're making the right decision. I really don't. I appreciate what you're doing with the music and sharing that beautiful gift. I appreciate what you're doing there. But I don't think that teaching the truth about when life begins should be an issue. And that doesn't mean people who disagree with you can't come to a yoga event, you know? But I do believe you need to stand up and be pro-life. You can't in any way deny this. You can't hide from it any longer. You need to own up to it and the truth. You talk about the truth. One God, one truth. Okay? So you can't stand for the life of the unborn child from the moment of conception on. There's something wrong. So let's continue to talk about this. God bless. Check out the website, maryisthenewEvangelization.com. Thank you.